Your doctor told you that your labs are normal. So the weight gain must be totally your fault, right? I need you to hear me. Normal labs does not mean normal weight gain. When you hear normal labs, something quietly breaks. You start thinking, maybe this is a discipline problem. Maybe you're the one who's failing at the diet and the workout, and that's why it's not budging. So let me just take that off of your shoulders right now. Because if you're a woman in your 40s going through perimenopause, it's not you. And I can show you the math. Let's start with one that most women have now heard of, estradiol. If you take your estradiol levels on a lab test, they're probably going to show up normal. But hello, for a woman who's still in her menstrual age, that can swing from really low to really high and still be considered normal. We're all supposed to have low estradiol levels at some point in our cycle for a few days. That's normal. But fast forward to when you're in perimenopause, and it's not just a few days anymore. In fact, it's more days than not that your estradiol level is low. And then it's completely gone, menopause. Same normal on paper, but completely different physiology within the body. Oh, and by the way, estradiol is the hormone that completely is involved in your insulin response, is also responsible for how you store fat, specifically where, and is also responsible for our cognitive functioning. So, definitely not a no big deal hormone. Here's another one, hemoglobin A1C, the classic hormone most doctors test when they're checking to see if you are meeting criteria for diabetes or not, right? So let me guess, your hemoglobin A1C was also normal. What we're not seeing is how hard your body is actually working to keep it normal. That's what's changing, and that's what gets detected when you check for another lab test to see how much more insulin your body actually needs to use now to keep your hemoglobin A1C at the level that it's at. So the real problem isn't that your labs are normal. The real problem is that the right labs weren't really fully tested, and the ones that were tested were probably not interpreted by someone who is truly looking into the nuances of what changes in a woman who's going through perimenopause. Some labs actually guide treatment. Others are just there so that we can know what the baseline is. Most doctors, though, don't order either. I'm not gatekeeping what I order for my patients anymore. So if you want to know what a Gaia patient has ordered for them, the full list of labs that we order, then comment labs and I'll send it to you. This way, you can walk in with this list and ask your doctor to order them for you.